Boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. My coworker and my friend agreed to sell me his new 3DS XL Galaxy Edition to me for $60. Now, before the suit among you might realize that this system is worth more than $60. However, I made him aware, and he said that he'd rather me have fun with it than sell it to somebody on eBay, and that it was just collecting dust, so that any money he'd get out of it was better than dealing with eBay. Now, I already have one of these in storage. It does not mean I'm going to sell this one. However, I will mod it, and I will not show that process for legal reasons. However, I will show the cleaning process. And as a bonus, I paid him another $40 for 3 Pokemon games, which I also made him aware he could get more money for elsewhere. However, he did not care. He wanted them gone, and I offered him money. So basically, it was a first come, first serve situation. I did not lowball him. He came up with the amount of $20 for Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Heart Gold separately. And then White 2 actually doesn't boot properly. So he threw that in for free because it didn't work properly. So we're gonna figure out White 2. But at the moment, we're gonna do the 3DS, which, like I said, this one's getting modded. The first thing I noticed when I opened it is that the screens are really dirty. I don't know about you guys, but that really, really bothers me. So we're going to take care of that. I'm not going to use any kind of screen cleaner. My microfiber cloth is good enough. Maybe I'll use my breath. Maybe I should get some screen cleaner. No, I can use isopropyl alcohol. I've done it before. You can see that there. There we go. Now we got some liquid on this screen. Yeah, that cleans up real nice. He did a really good job taking care of this thing. The backstory behind this 3DS is that he got it as a middle school graduation gift. And he got maybe 2 or 3 games for it, but hasn't wanted to play it since. So now it's in my hands where it'll get modded. And he was fine with that thought, as long as it's being used, and it will be. Making sure I'm getting everything. Okay. There is, yeah, you can see that on the right side of the screen, there was these little lines here. I'm not sure if that's just stubborn dirt or if those are scratches, because I haven't had that issue with my other one. So I will clean that in depth a little more later. And the reason I'm charging it while I'm doing this, which you shouldn't do, because that could actually hurt the system, is because we're going to also use it to test the White 2. Because if I am playing it on a 3DS, it's not going to be on any of my other ones. It's probably going to be on this one. Because like I said, I'm going to mod this one. The charge port was a little sticky. The charge port with the cartridge slot was a little sticky. So let's take care of that. Let's do that. It's still a little sticky. That could be the cartridge. So let's give the cartridge a good clean and try again. Just everything. Now, the save file not being accessible could also be a dirt thing, which I'm hoping it is, because that means I just caught a free copy of Pokemon White 2, strictly because it didn't work properly. Alright, let's try this again. Right, let's see if that actually gets White 2 squared away. The volume switch also does work, but that's something else I'm going to have to fix. Boots White and straight to save file cannot be accessed. Perhaps? Yeah, no. This is the issue White 2 is facing. I have another 3DS with me. We can... No. We can see if it's an issue with this specific 3DS. It runs Heart Gold and Platinum just fine, so I don't think it is just this 3DS. But just to be sure, I have another one. I know for this one does run and play games, because I play Pokemon Conquest on it all the time. Okay, so that one didn't pop up White 2. Okay, Pokemon White 2. If cleaning it didn't solve this, then this is more of a contact issue. Yeah, so that actually is the copy of White 2. I have a modded 3DS. I'm going to try to remove the save data, just overall, to see if that kind of like snaps it out of it. Or I could just clean it heavily. Basically bathe it in isopropyl alcohol and just hope it's a dirt thing. However, I doubt it's a dirt thing, because my copy of Call of Duty Black Ops looks worse, and it still works. Okay, you can go to sleep now. Power button's down here, I keep forgetting. What? Oh, I got this from my 2DS. Ooh, I forgot. I was like, what? Get in the hole. There we go. It is charging. Okay, so we need to get the volume switch. That one, I think the 3D switch is particularly crusty. You can see it down there. I have a pick tool, hold on. I might even be able to, I'm gonna use this as a magnifying glass. Yeah, there you go. You can see my issue with this. Yeah, see? And it moves fine now, but that's gonna bother me. Okay. And then this one is no better. So let's take our isopropyl alcohol. Let's put a little bit on here. And then, ooh, yeah, that's crunchy. Okay, so that's going to be good enough for my purposes. Probably never going to use that slider. It's just not it. So let's figure out the size of micro SD card he's got in here. Let's zoom that out a little bit. You need some Philips 0 bits, which I believe I have. Yes. It might be a Philips 00. We'll find out here in a second. Keep in mind, I'm doing this through a camera lens. It is, in fact, a Philips. Was it not? No, it's still skipping. It's a Philips 00, I think. Oh, so that skipping is just the screws being all the way out. Which means the only thing holding this thing in, let's get this out, would be pressure. There we go. Can I have that? Hey, can I have that? Oh, don't worry, the screws are clipped in. It's a, oh. Okay, so we've got the back panel off, so that's sick. The battery, after I homebrew it, I will check the health. There is a thing for that. That's where they keep the micro SD cards. And that is a 4 gig. Wow. I will not be using it to mod. However, is a thing I will keep track of. In fact, hold on. I have a micro SD card in this drawer, which is that's a PS Vita memory card, proprietary bullcrap. It's only a 4 gig though, so I don't typically use it. Well, there's a spare 3DS battery. However, that's for the first model 3DS. I've got a drawer full of goodies, including a copy of Connect 4. Well, that's the PS Vita memory card. Give me a Mo. Oh, hold on. No, that's an empty case. Actually, we'll use that empty case to keep track of the micro SD card. I would like a 64 gig. I would like a 128 gig. However, I don't think I have a spare one. I might just have it on my around. Where did I find it? Well, here's a 64 gig, I think. Yeah. That'll be enough to do what I want to do. I swear I had a 128 laying around. It was one of the Mario 128s. See, I do have a spare 64. Where did I put that 128? Should close this Esprip alcohol. Lord, forgive me if I spill it on top of my electronics. Well, there's a 16 gig. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Because I do have a 64 gig just kind of laying around. That's not formatted to FAT32, and it needs to be. However, like I said, I have a 128 that's formatted in FAT32. However, it has gone bye-bye. I thought it'd be in my coat pocket. However, I don't think it is. To excuse me, that was my coat. Oh, that's a name tag. That's a flash drive. That's a pen. There's just some receipts. Okay, is it in the pocket? No, okay. So I don't know where my 128 went. That's sick. However, for now, until I can buy an Evo, the 64 will have to do. An Evo is completely overkill, by the way. There is absolutely no reason you should jam an Evo in there. However, they're dirt cheap. So I'm going to format this to FAT32, and I'm going to jam it in there. Because that's the only way the 3DS recognizes it. Yeah, look at all that dirt. Look at that. Yes, we will. Because I want this 3DS to look, function, and sound like brand new. And if I ever find my 128, I'll jam that in there. Bing bong. It's the sound of my watchmaking that I supposedly stood for 6 hours. Okay. And there we go, much better. Now I'm going to keep the back off for a little bit because I don't want to have to screw and re-screw that back panel 4,000 times. But at the moment, that is a functional 3DS. See, it looks like dirt, but they could also just be scratches. Without further ado, I want to say thank you for watching this video or suffering through it, however you want to phrase it. I'll see you next time. And like I said, I will not show you how to mod this because that is a good way to not exist anymore. I will get sued to hell because of Nintendo. But I'll see you next time. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Perhaps if I can get this Pokemon White 2 to function, then I'll make a video about how I did that. That way you guys can do it. Now keep in mind, if I do get it to function, I will be using a modded 3DS. So you'll have to figure that out. You guys have a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment on if you owned one of these as a kid, or if you still own one.